What's up, YouTube? This is Mike Tyson, and you're now tuned into Mike Tyson Life Cycles. This is part two of the Pretty Boy Dam group ride that we took on a Sunday fun day. Uh, and let's talk some motorcycle talk, right? And I want to talk about sports, though, right? We in the midst of the playoffs, and I want to kind of just get something out the way, right? For those who always say who's better, Michael Jordan or LeBron James, it's very easy to me. It's Michael Jordan. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right. Not only that, LeBron James is third, if you ask me, because and this is where the controversy comes in. If Michael Jordan is better than LeBron, if Kobe Bryant is a mirror image of Michael Jordan, why isn't Kobe Bryant better than LeBron? Because if you ask me, Kobe was way better than LeBron because it's almost like saying you have an assassin versus a sniper, right? Kobe was an assassin, whereas it took LeBron like a couple years to get into the groove of being a champion, and then he couldn't be a champion until he really got to Miami. To be honest with you, Kobe didn't have to do that. Jordan didn't have to do that. And if we talking about the Mount Rushmore, and we're not talking about like shit back in the '60s or '70s, like when people say Bill Russell because he had 11. No, we ain't talking about none of that shit. We talking about if let's just say if you're an '80s baby, right? Let's say when you started watching sports, let's just say late '80s, '90s, into the 2000s, right? So if you ask me who's the Mount Rushmore, I think it's fair to say Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, which people for some reason he's the best power forward, and then you could put LeBron James, or you can even swap out LeBron James and you could put Steph Curry, if you ask me. And I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Because let's talk about game changers. Steph Curry changed the way we play basketball. I don't think LeBron changed the way we play basketball. Whereas, like Michael Jordan changed the way how people play basketball. Kobe Bryant was the mirror image of Michael, and why isn't he better or considered better than LeBron? Now, people gonna say LeBron got the numbers and this and that. Of course, LeBron played fucking 21 years and the rules has changed, so it's easier. It's just like saying that's why Tom Brady played for 20 something years because the rules changed, and even Tom Brady said it himself because it got easier. So you can extend, his career because the rules got easier. You can't touch quarterbacks. And now, like I said, in LeBron's era, even though he he came from the era where it was started crossing over into more like if I pluck you is a foul, if I breathe on you is a foul. But LeBron wasn't that dude until he got to Miami. So, and he had to team up with D Wade and Bosh. So at this point, I'm just like, nah. People be getting me with that. It's Michael Jordan first, Kobe Bryant second. Then arguably you can say LeBron James, but then I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm putting Tim Duncan in there, and I can even put Steph Curry in there because again, Tim Duncan is the best power forward, and he was fundamentally sound. You can even put Shaq in there too because Shaq was dominant. So like it get iffy with me with that, and people be saying LeBron got all these numbers and this and that. He played 21 years, of course. He's supposed to have it, and the rules got easier. That's just like saying let's translate it to football. Who's better, Emmett Smith or Barry Sanders? For the people who know who Barry Sanders is, everybody know Barry Sanders was 10 times better than Emmett Smith. Emmett Smith just had the rushing title because he ran behind a dominant line, and he played for the Cowboys, who were dominant during that era. Barry Sanders didn't have none of that, and he still was putting up numbers. So again, it's the eyeball test for me. Fuck what the numbers say. Does it pass the eyeball test? And the eyeball test says Mike was way better. Then it was Kobe. Then you could put LeBron in there or Steph Curry in there. You could put Shaq in there. You could put Tim Duncan in there. So That's what the eyeball test. Y'all get caught up into the numbers and y'all forget what's right in front of your face. What are you actually looking at? So that's just my 2 cents on it. And yeah, because we always had this argument about who's better, and that shit be getting on my damn nerves. I'd be like, what the fuck are y'all thinking? Half y'all don't even know basketball, or half y'all don't even know football, but just want to talk about it. So I just be like, salam alaikum. That's basically what I say to y'all. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. But back to the pretty boy dam, right? So we were having a good time. We just arrived to the spot, and for the most part, when when some of the crew saw what you had to go through to get to the dam, they was like, "Nah, I'ma pass." Now, these steps was real. This was beyond some rocky step type shit. And I'm from Philly too, so the Rocky Steps is easy. I understand is an historic figure. I mean, location and all that when you go to Philly, but these steps was real like a motherfucker. It had to be over 100 steps to get down, and then the whole thing was it was the getting back up that people didn't want to do. Like, yeah, we could walk down the steps, but when they see what you had to go through to get back up that motherfucker, they was like, "Nah, Imma pass." I was like, "Y'all niggas is out of shape. Y'all need to get right." So, I said this before in one of my, last videos about motorcycle riding shape. Like, I mean, that's when you're on a motorcycle, that you get a little workout, a little core exercise, depending on what kind of bike you got. Like, if you got a Harley, which them things, they weigh like 900 pounds versus, my Booster that's about 6, 7-ish versus, a 600 or something like that. That's less than like 500 pounds, like more like 4. So it just depends on your body type. But I'm like, listen, do some push-ups, do something, like do some squats. Like this motorcycling is a workout. Shit, just getting into your gear is a workout because I be sweating just getting into gear. So the ones that do those track suits, yeah, more power to you. But when we had to go back up them steps, I was like, "No, I'm not climbing them steps." So I decided to take an alternate route, which was do some rock climbing out this thing. So, and this rock climbing was real. And a couple people was like, "Yo, you better watch out for some snakes and all that." I'm like, "I don't give a fuck about no goddamn snakes." Um, but those rocks was kind of loose, so you had to watch where you was stepping before you roll an ankle, you tumble. If you ain't got good balance, I wouldn't suggest you did what I did, but I'm somewhat adventurous and always be doing some other shit sometimes. So I decided to take an alternate route. My motorcycle sister Kiki was recording me. He was like, "Yeah, you crazy. I'm not doing that shit." So I was like, "Hey, it makes for good TV." So I figure I share that with everybody. But yeah, like halfway up, I was like, "Whoo!" I was feeling it. Like that's a good burn. That was more like, how when you do lunges with like heavy weights. Oh man, when I tell you, thighs and calves was on fire. The part she didn't get when I got to the top and chilled, I just laid down. I was like, hold up, I need 2 minutes. Cause granted, I had on a lot of motorcycle gear. Like I had the Under Armour, like the knee pads, the shin pads, and like the hip pads. I had uh, the vest on under my hoodie, which was padded. I had a motorcycle bag on me with my tools in it. Like so, I'm usually one. I mean one. I'm usually 220, but geared up. I stepped on the scale before I left the crib. I was like 240. I was like, dang. So again, I'm packing about 20 pounds on me with gear on. I had combat boots, army fatigues on. So yeah, I was 20 pounds hiking up, some rocks was real. Uh, but hey, I got through it. I wasn't bitching and complaining about it. I was like, this is the route I took, so I'm just going to get at it. So That's what I end up doing. So, uh, as you see, it was a cool experience. I highly suggest y'all take a ride out there. Anybody in the DMV area, it's called Pretty Boy Dam. It's in, I think it's Parkton. It's like different entry points. So I don't know. Google it, you'll see for yourself. But it's a nice spot to ride out to. And again, I got more spots that I'm gonna share with y'all. Just, maybe y'all know about it, maybe y'all don't know about it. But if you look at previous videos, you'll see different spots that I've been to. Just as I call them, zip trips throughout the DMV. But on the way back home, we started getting it a little bit. I mean, we did run into a little bit of traffic, but you ain't never in traffic when you're on a motorcycle because you can dip in and out of the lanes, and uh, I ride the speed limit and all, and I follow all traffic laws. But some people don't. I ain't gonna name names, but that's just what it come down to. But I, excuse me. But I kept up, so we just gonna leave it at that. And we went to a spot called Crazy Crab. Uh, I highly recommend that spot. It was pretty cool. It's an all you can eat menu if you like seafood, and I'm a seafood lover. So of course I got my mussels and some sweet potato fries. I ain't want to OD all the way because one, I don't want to get extra full when I'm riding because I be getting the itis. So if I'm pigging out, I'm be like, yo, I'm done. And people that that like to take a couple shots and then get on a motorcycle, I don't condone that. So I kind of be cognizant of what I'm eating and what I'm drinking if I'm out and about on a nice little group ride. Because again, the last thing you want to do is, especially with seafood, the last thing you want to do is eat a bunch of seafood and you're on your bike. Next thing you know, you gotta take a smash. And you like, yo, I gotta hurry up home. I gotta get to the bathroom because that garlic butter dip, oh, that get through. Trust me, that shit run right through you. Either you gonna be farting or you gonna have to take a smash while you on your way back, depending on how far you live. So I learned my lesson prior when I had too much to eat and I was haul assing to get home because I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So maybe that's a little bit too much information, but listen, I think we all experienced it at some point. If I just had to take a piss, I could just always you know pull off on the shoulder real quick and bam, go right up in the bushes somewhere. But you gotta take that number two. Oh, that's a different animal right there. But for the most part, like I said, I try to watch what I eat. So that's just what it came down to. But I recommend that spot. It's called Crazy Crab. This one was in Glen Burnie. I think they got other ones around the area. You can Google that too. It's just a nice spot though, and service was good. It's like a sports bar that they have, so they had the TVs up and everything. So it was a good vibe, a good way to end the group ride on the way back home. After getting something to eat, getting something to drink, because by then it was almost hitting about 4 or 5 o'clock. So we were just like, and we've been out since the morning. I was just like, yeah, I'm about to call it a day. Some people still wanted to be out. I'm like, yeah, I'll catch up with y'all next time. So, uh, that's just what it came down to. So, like I said, Pretty Boy Dam, I highly recommend it. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of content putting up. Listen, I don't get a lot of views, but listen, I do this shit for fun. I don't take it serious. I mean, it's just something to do. It's like my hobby. Just like going to the club. It's two things, I would say. Motorcycle riding and I go to the gun range. That's like my hobby. That's like me going out to the club. You know what I mean? So this my Sunday fun day. I hope y'all enjoy the footage I got on my bootleg cameras. Y'all can call it what y'all want, but listen, it works for me. All off of Amazon. I'm the Amazon king out this thing, and I'm a Prime member. So yeah, I don't care. Y'all can say what y'all wanna say. Prime members all the way, baby. Peace.